Hi, my name's Andy Fry. I'm here at the TellyCast Digital Content Forum with Indi Sunner, who is from Lunar X. Indi, start by telling us a little bit about Lunar X, what you do.
So we are a next generation media company, and we're investing in YouTube channels to effectively help creators with two problems. One, they want a route to exit, but they don't really know how to do that because the business is so reliant on them, either in front of the camera or behind the scenes. Or number two, they want an investment partner to basically help them take their creator business to the next level. They don't want to fully exit, but they want to take some cash off the table, de-risk a little bit, and get a partner on board who's going to help them scale the business. And so that's the two problems we're solving for. And kind of what we do as a business after we invest is we'll work on basically three areas in the simplest form. Number one, we'll basically take over a bunch of the low lift functions. So that will be the kind of admin related functions like finance, legal, contract negotiations, all the kind of aspects that a creator didn't really think about when they started their channel, but have become a bit of a reality for them. We'll definitely take on board those areas very quickly. The second area is on production. So here we'll work very closely with the creator to figure out where are there aspects that we can take over, where are they essential, where can we support them with. And we do that in a very artistic way because the most important thing on YouTube is the audience creator relationship. And if you harm that by harming the production, then in some cases it can be very irreparable. And then the last component is on the commercial side, where we'll work with the creator to basically bring their creative vision to life. Whether that means they've always wanted to launch an original documentary or a product line, we'll help them bring that to life by bringing the resources, the manpower, and the money they need to do that.
Brilliant. So what are your criteria for working with a creator? What are you looking for?
So we look at a couple of different components. The first one is looking at financial KPIs. So this would be looking at the revenue development and the profitability development, also how they generate income. Is there a number of different revenue sources that they have, whether that be YouTube, sponsorships, products already, those types of things, which makes the business a little bit less risky of an investment for us. That's the kind of financial component. We then have the operational component where you're getting into the crux of the YouTube numbers. So thinking about YouTube-specific KPIs such as your watch time and your viewership development, how your watch time and viewership is monetizing and how that has developed over time, but also engagement metrics. So some of those could be your click-through rates or your average percentage viewed. They're effectively measurements of engagement. How much do people actually love the content? Because we're always thinking as awareness and affinity. How much people are watching it and how much do people love it? So you've got the financial component and the operational component, and then you have the kind of miscellaneous bucket, which includes aspects such as what is the content about? Is it high quality? Is there scalability of production, or is it quite limited because you need one person in every shot? And also key person risk. If we were to invest and this person was to walk away, or God forbid something happened to them, what is the risk of that to the business? Does that mean that it's too risky of an investment for us, or is there some way we can bridge it? So those would be the three components: the financial, the operation, and the miscellaneous ones.
It reminds me, I think there was a time with independent production companies where people were buying independent production companies for 80 or 100 million pounds, and then the leaders would walk away and there'd be nothing left behind it. So yeah. Would you say your business is very of the now? Is there a kind of tipping point at the moment in terms of investment in YouTube? I mean, could this have happened a couple of years ago? I mean, do you think we're at a new phase?
I definitely think we're in a new phase. Some people were faster to jump to it than others. I think the things that I see that have happened recently is, first of all, prevalence. There's been increased prevalence for social media everywhere. It's ubiquitous now with pretty much everybody's lives. And with that has come the kind of growth on YouTube. Also, TikTok was only introduced really in the West about 5, 6 years ago. And now it's one of the leading social platforms. So I think the prevalence has played a very key role in it. The other thing that's played a really key role is the profitability of these businesses. People are finally cluing in to the fact that these creative businesses are highly profitable. I mean, if you compare them to some of the more traditional industries out there, creative businesses wipe the floor with them in terms of their profit margins and so on. So I think the profitability aspect is a very key driver for why investors are interested. They're seeing that these businesses can make so much money and are continuing to be in a market, the creator economy, which is also continuously growing. So it's very exciting from that front. And then last but not least, there's been quite a lot of precedence as well now for companies doing this type of business model. I used to work at a kids entertainment company called Moonbug, which was one of the companies that was the first movers in this space. We basically bought a number of the largest kids entertainment channels, and diversified the revenue streams, grew them on YouTube, but also off YouTube, focusing on those aspects of awareness and affinity that I mentioned. And by doing that, the business was a huge success and gave a big stamp of approval that, hey, these businesses mean business, if you pardon the pun, because they really can have the potential to generate a return on investment. And that's what investors are looking to do. And that's why there's so much interest right now.
Do you feel like they're long-running brands, or do you feel like they're fast-burn businesses? Is there a potential for a MrBeast or a Sidemen to be a Disney, for example, that covered in terms of evergreen longevity?
Yes, it's a really great question. And I think the way that I would answer this is by first focusing on YouTube and how long we see the prevalence of YouTube remaining, and then thinking about the creator side. Think if we think about YouTube, I used to be a YouTuber back in 2008, so I've been kind of semi in the creator box, but also I've watched it my whole life pretty much since then, and I've seen this whole transition, and it's been phenomenal. It's been fantastic. And we see that with the numbers as well. We know that viewing figures are going up. We know that YouTube is now the #1 streaming platform on TV. We know that YouTube is monetizing incredibly well now compared to other advertising video and demand platforms. And so YouTube is here to stay. And it's still the main platform in the creator economy, which, as I mentioned, is continuously growing. I don't think it's going to grow at the same rate at what it has previously, but I still see that growth definitely being feasible. So that's from the kind of the platform perspective. And then to your question about on the creator side, 100%, I see that creators are going to continue to use YouTube as one of the breeding grounds and the foundations for creating these businesses. And you have the likes of MrBeast, Sidemen, who are they're the Disney of the now. It's no longer the future, it's the now. And as we would have seen in Victor's speech today earlier, we know that there's so many different ways to monetize the brand which originated on YouTube. So I don't see this shifting, and I think it's happening right now.
Brilliant. Indy, lovely to speak to you. Thank you for your time.